Hello, I am so sorry. It's been a couple of weeks, right? I went through a bit of a plateau, let's call it. I was procrastinating, like I was doing so well with weekly YouTubes, and then I just hit a bit of a wall, like I didn't know what to do them about. Um it's weird because like in my head I was like, well, it's just boring, I'm just doing the same things all the time. But like James, for example, watches people on YouTube who literally just do day of the life vlogs every single week, and he still enjoys them even though he knows exactly what they're doing, what they're eating, etc., etc. So here I am, I'm back anyway. I think it's been about 2 weeks, but again, I am just going to do a bit of a day in the life. It is the 1st of June. It's 8:30. I've done my Monday morning check-ins, got up at 5 o'clock this morning, did my own check-in, took my progress pictures. I might put up here actually a little bit of a comparison to how I am currently looking. I am 8 weeks in from when I started and roughly £11 down, which I'm happy with because my body doesn't often respond, as I've mentioned in previous videos. Like from previous diets, working with other coaches, when I've had my bloods done, I've had to, basically my testosterone is always in the bin naturally. So I've had to supplement with DHEA this time round, and it's honestly been a game changer for me. That's just my personal experience, but it's the only thing that I can put it down to. It's the only thing that I've changed. And as a result of that, it's brought my levels up to an optimal range. And coincidentally, probably not, my body has responded so much better this time. Now, am I digging? Am I having to really push? Yes, but probably not as much as I would have done previously. So at the minute, I am currently sitting at 1350 calories, 15,000 steps every day, 3 hours of cardio, and I think that's it. Oh, and obviously my 4 sessions a week. So I'm doing upper, 2 lowers, and a full body. So yeah, that's where we're currently at. Now, I am feeling the pinch. This last week in particular, I have felt the pinch. Like my legs are heavy, I'm going for walks and my legs are feeling very draggy. Like going up the stairs is feeling difficult. I sound like I'm being very dramatic here, but I'm just telling you how I'm currently feeling. But yeah, that's where we're currently at. But we're close to the end now, to be honest. I'm having to push that a little bit harder as well because I had some social events planned in the diary prior to even starting this fat loss phase that I can't really avoid. So we're factoring those in. We're doing that little bit more where we need to sort of counteract that, where I am planning for these social events, I am making them fit and I am making them work. But if I can create a little bit more of a deficit, say through a little bit more cardio, a little bit more steps, banking some calories, then I am going to do that, because with being on macro tracking, using MyFitnessPal versus a meal plan, I can do that and get away with it by just simply planning ahead. So there's been a lot of planning ahead recently, but in any fat loss phase, you should always plan ahead. Like if you don't plan ahead for an event on a Saturday, or if you just get up on a random Tuesday and you just wing the day, you probably won't hit your protein target. You probably won't stay within your calories, and every day will probably just be a little bit inconsistent, and you will find it more difficult anyway, to hit your calories. So yeah, that's where I'm currently at with things. Just a little update from me. Plan for today, obviously I've done a 5 to 8 a.m. work block this morning. It's currently absolutely pouring down outside, so me and James, which is very, very rare, we're going to swerve this morning's walk, which is going to make hitting my 15,000 steps a whole lot harder, but I always make it happen. I'm going to the gym this morning, so I'll just use the treadmill. So I'm going to go to the gym, get a workout done, which is my first lower body workout. I might film some of that actually and put it in. I'm going to get a good chunk of steps done, and I'm going to get half an hour of cardio done as well, so that I'm starting the week off with a bang. This afternoon I have got 4 back-to-back calls. I've got 3 consultation calls with potential new clients, people who are interested in working with me. I do these consultation calls more so just to find out a little bit more about them, what their situation is, what they might have tried in the past that hasn't worked, what they think might hold them back, and then obviously I'll share with them how that journey will look working with me, map them out a timeline of what that journey will look like, whether or not I can actually help them, because I do turn people away. Like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm willing or can help everybody if I can point someone in the right direction to somebody who might be able to help them. Some people need additional help that is out of my region, you know, whether it comes from like binge eating disorders and stuff like that. Some people need a little bit more professional help than what I am qualified to give. So I'm not going to sit here and say I can help absolutely everybody. So that is what those calls are there for. I don't just want to sit there and say, yep, give me your money, you can start working with me tomorrow, because that's not the case. Like, I want to make sure that we are a good fit for each other. So that's what those calls are there for. I also have a catch up with a client who has just come back from a holiday. So just to make sure that she is on the straight and narrow, she's feeling good, back into routine, and she's got a plan for things moving forward. And then aside from that, I've committed to a YouTube for the day. So yeah, that's a little update from me. I am going to go downstairs now, make my breakfast, which I am having oats. I'll actually show you what I'm eating today as well, just because why the hell not. So yeah, how I managed to make 120 grams of protein fit into 1350 calories for the day, and then you can all see what that looks like. So I'll see you in the next clip. Well, that is legs wrapped up. I'm absolutely fried. The worst thing ever, having to go and do stairs after legs. But for me, it's that first 5 minutes. Like that first 5 minutes you think, how am I going to be on here for half an hour? But once you get going, once you get that movement going, that blood flowing, you're absolutely fine. I just need to put some good music on and just get it done. And then that's half an hour out of my 3 hours for the week. Let's go. Right, back from the gym, had a shower, made my food. This is my post-workout meal at the minute. It's very salady because I'm trying to bulk out all my meals as much as possible. Obviously I'm on low food right now, so this would look a little bit more carby in an ideal world. So we literally have chicken, potatoes, loads of veg, and 5 grams of peronaise, which, believe it or not, goes quite far. So I basically just chop it all up, mix it all up, and it's like a big massive salad. So that's what I'm gonna have now. I've then got like I said, this afternoon, quite a lot of calls, so that'll be quite nice because it keeps me distracted. Obviously, when you're bored, you're hungry, all you think about is food. So I'm just going to eat this and then I will see you in the next clip. See here, you use quite a bit of momentum to like initiate it. See how you're sort of bending the knee and it's like, you use a bit of momentum to then kick it back and it doesn't really seem to get much range of motion. You'll be able to see that my whole upper body does not move at all. This leg doesn't move, this leg stays very stationary. Everything is super, super still as a result of that. I reckon we could try a different alternative. Right, I've just had 2 consultation calls, one of which has signed up, so I will be setting her up in the next few days. I've got a call at 5 o'clock, it's now 4:30, and I've just been downstairs to make myself my little snack. This is a fat loss hack. I've got this full plate of carrot sticks and kiwi, 70 calories, and a Pepsi Max cherry. There's like 2 calories in them, so these just get me through, to be honest, because obviously calories are limited and you need to fill a hole somewhere. So yeah, this is like a little fat loss hack. Literally 70 calories on a plate and I can just nibble away at that before my next call. Got a little bit of admin to do. Like I say, I've got the Pepsi Max, so this is what you've got to do. You've got to romanticise fat loss. You've got to make it exciting. Because yeah, like 1350 calories is not a lot of calories to play with, but if you're tactical and you think about things wisely and you set up your plan, your meals for the day, you hit your calories, you hit your protein, you can afford to do things like this and really space out your meals. Like I've got 1350 calories for a full day and I'm having 4 meals and this little snack, which I think is very, very good considering. So yeah, you've just got to know what you're doing. Hopefully this is going to help somebody because it can be done. You can actually have a decent amount of food for very little calories. If you are tactical, you do plan ahead and you do opt for mostly whole foods. You pack out your meals with plenty of fruit and vegetables, and yeah. See, this is really sad now because I'm not deep into a calorie deficit. I'm actually getting excited over carrot sticks and kiwi, but yeah, I'm going to sit and have these and then have my call at 5 o'clock. Me and James will probably go for a walk because we're both wrapped up on calls for the day after that, and then chill out because we're pretty much done for the day. I might even start editing this video because I feel like that works quite well for me. So see you soon. Meal 3, a very boring looking chicken and veg with another 5 grams of Perinese. It's the only thing that's getting me through these meals, to be honest. So yeah, I've got this, obviously no carbs are in there. Very, very low calorie meal. And then, I mean, it's 10 to 6. Got this, and then I've got my final meal left before I go to bed, which I've managed to cram in quite close to the end of the day, which is always nice because it gives you something to look forward to. So I've done quite well today because I just think if you end up spacing out your meals and having things too early and then it gets to like 6, 7 o'clock at night and you're just absolutely starving, it just makes life so much harder for yourself.
Oi, oi.
So yeah, I'm going to eat this, and then we didn't end up going for a walk before when I thought we would, so we're going to go after that. And then I'll show you my final meal.
She's keeping me lean. Walking around doing 15,000 fucking steps.
Yeah, his fat loss phase is done a long time ago and he's pretty much completed his reverse now, and thankfully he's supporting me on my little journey, so every time I go out for a walk he comes with me. I appreciate it.
If your partner's ordering takeaways and you're on plan, fuck him.
Basically, so yeah. Slight change of plan. I'm out on my own. James giving it the big one there, saying he was coming out with me, but he said, how many steps have you got left? And I said 6,000, and he was like, yeah, I'm not getting them done with you. So, because it's raining now as well, it's been raining on and off all day, which is obviously not ideal, but you've just got to get it done. Like when you're in a fat loss phase and you've got targets to hit, like it's a bit of rain at the end of the day. I've put my coat on, it's just spitting on, it's not like pouring down or anything. I'm not going to dissolve, I'm waterproof, I'll get over it. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, he didn't need to do 6,000 steps. So he was like, right, why don't you go out, because he's making his last meal. So he was like, why don't you go out, get half your steps done, come back for me, and then I'll come out for the last 3,000 with you. And I was like, right, deal. So that's where we're currently at. And whilst I'm on that subject, like, if I just said to myself, oh, I can't be bothered, it started to rain, I'm going to just sack my steps off, and just didn't bother going, that's 6,000 steps I've then got to make up later on in the week. It's just really not worth it. Like, 15,000 steps is enough as it is. But if I then need to tally on an extra 6,000 across the week, even if I hit my steps for the rest of the week spot on, and I just put an extra 1,000 on there every day, that's then 16,000 steps that I've got to do every day for the rest of this week, just because I didn't get this final walk in. So yeah, you've just got to bite the bullet sometimes. And the amount of people in the world who it would be a dream of theirs to be able to get out and go for a walk in the fresh air. And that's what you've got to do sometimes. You've got to flip the switch, flip the narrative, be a bit more positive. Even if the sky does look like that, you've just got to look at the positives over the negatives sometimes, and just get out of your own head, because that's all it is. It's mind over matter. Last meal of the day. It looks like breakfast. I mean, it basically is breakfast. I used to have this for my for my breakfast, but it was, for some reason, giving me digestive issues. So I moved it around. I had my oats for breakfast now and have this before bed, and it seems to work pretty fine. So I'm going to eat this. It's 7:15. I'm going to eat this, get chilled out for the next couple of hours, and then get to bed. So that is another little day in the life wrapped up. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.